Welcome to SDH's coverage of everything going on in international soccer. We'll take a peek at what happened on your Thursday, which was match day 5, and we'll get you ready for match day 6 in your Friday, and obviously the big matchup involving the United States and England. But before we go forward, let's go backward. Get you ready for match day 6 by letting you know what happened in match day 5. Once again, started bright and early, and Switzerland and Cameroon started us off. And it was a 1-0 win for Switzerland. And they got the win at a -123. Your draw at the first whistle was a +245. Cameroon was just north of a +400. Uruguay and South Korea. Game had its chances, was a great back-and-forth game. Ended up as a goalless draw at a +254. Then your two matches to finish the day. Portugal and Ghana. Portugal in a 5-goal craziness. That's pretty much the only way that it can be described. Just a 5-goal, just absolutely off-the-rails match. It was a 3-2 final. Portugal did get the win at a -312. Portugal got the early lead off a penalty by CR37, and he became the second player to score in 5 World Cups, Marta being the first. The Ghanaians would have something to say about it. Here was their equalizer, once again, courtesy of our friends at Telemundo Sports.
Ojo, cuidado con esta, Kudos que la tiene, atención con el centro.
Then, in very short order, Portugal would put the pedal down to get a 3-1 lead before Ghana would score and get the 3-2 final. Here's how quickly it turned into 3-1, once again, courtesy of our friends at Telemundo Sports.
Jordan Ayew, la recupera, cuidado que son 3 contra 3, 4 porque se va Carvalho también, atención, está solo Cristiano, viene con el pase, cruzando el arquero pegadito al palo izquierdo. Señoras y señores, quedó groggy el conjunto ganelo. Aprovecha Portugal otra vez, pero del lado izquierdo.
So Portugal gets the win. Your draw was a +450 basically, and the composite and Ghana was a +921. Then Brazil and Serbia. Serbia was not backing down from Brazil at all under any circumstance, auspice, or level, but I think we have the early contender for goal of the tournament, courtesy of Richarlison. Once again, here's the call on Telemundo Sports.
Bueno, la brújula, Vini Ney. En esa sociedad pasa el fútbol de Brasil. De 3 dedos para Richarlison. ¡Golazo! ¡Golazo! ¡Gol! Con la magia brasileña, con el juego bonito, con el toque de 3 dedos y la media tijera para mandarla al fondo de la portería y decretar el 2-0. Gana Brasil, Mauro Manolo, Serbia.
Que golazo de Richarlison, un gol muy bonito, un gol muy importante para un delantero. Brasil que tuvo problemas en Rusia con Gabriel Jesús de no meter goles. Muy importante para un delantero empezar un partido, empezar el mundial marcando 2 goles como Richarlison. Da mucha
So Brazil gets the 2-0 win at a minus 213. Your draw going in at first whistle was a plus 357. And your Serbia to win in 90 minutes. Serbia to win in 90 minutes was a plus 623. They were a rather large underdog. That takes us through the end of match day 1 for everyone. Looking at groups G and H, Brazil with the win, up on 1 goal in goal difference of +2 to +1 over Switzerland. Cameroon and Serbia currently 3rd and 4th in Group G. Group H, Portugal with the win. They are at full points, and Uruguay and South Korea at 1 point each. Ghana initially was down to a -2 in goal difference, but getting that late goal in their spirited comeback means that Ghana, no points, but they're at a -1 in goal difference. So that sets us up for match day number 6. And here we go with those particular matches and the juice boxes as you and I are talking. The early match, the 5 a.m. matches, Wales and Iran. Wales at a +119. Your draw is a +216. Iran is a +278. We will see if the Iranian side continues to do what they did when their national anthem was played in a completely emotional piece of world history that was shown in this soccer context. We'll see if Iran and the national team goes for the second match in a row with doing that. And if you haven't had the chance, catch if you're not up at 5 a.m., catch the singing of the Welsh national anthem. It is gorgeous. Recommended as well. 8 o'clock, the home country plays Senegal, and they are at a +500. Your draw is a +272. Senegal is a -152. Netherlands and Ecuador, your 11 o'clock match at a -132. And the draw is a +266. Ecuador hanging around at a +401. And the big one, England, United States, Black Friday, 2 o'clock Eastern Time. England, a prohibitive favorite at a -196. Your draw is a +345. The United States is a +572 in the composite, courtesy of our friends at Odds Portal. Now let's hear from some of the principals as we get you ready for England and the United States. Garrett Southgate, courtesy of our friends at Sky Sports, discusses the relationship and the importance of the relationship early on with John Stones and Harry Maguire at the back.
We wanted to build our team on having the capability to play from the back, and Harry and John Stones, who've played the majority of the matches across the last 5 years, they've provided that incredible platform to build from. We won't what stability that's given us in possession until they're not there, and that's the start point. And then they defend well, so we've got a good spirit amongst the group of defenders. A lot of them have played a number of games together. They know each other's games, they fight for each other, they have a determination. It's a little team within a team when you're talking about the defensive unit, and they take pride in keeping clean sheets, although they need to liven up a bit on that at the moment. So, but it's great for Harry to get his 50th cap. It's well deserved. Major part of us getting to 2 big tournament performances, and we all want this to be the 3rd.
And then Jenny Taft at Fox Sports caught up with Tim Ream and asked him about the matchup and what words come to mind, what it could take to get full points.
We have all had the United States versus England circled on our calendars for months, and that moment, it's finally here. Earlier today, I asked U.S. defender Tim Ream what it's going to take for the U.S. to beat England.
Believe. We have to believe that we can get a good result and go in all 26 guys competing hard together, pushing each other, and we see what happens at the end of it. We know the tendencies and the way they play, and it's like you said, it's a game that we've all been looking forward to since the draw. So we're excited. We know they're a very good team. They have quality all over the field, and after their first game, they're looking like favorites for one of the favorites for the tournament.
Ream added that there's no fear or intimidation going up against England, that playing in these big matches at a World Cup, well, that's exactly what it's all about.
So that's your rundown of everything that is going to happen on Black Friday in the World Soccer competition. We will give you the updates and the reviews when it is all over here on the network. And also, what we're also doing is we're getting some contributions from our friends at the Fired Up Network in Canada. You'll also be able to hear their content, not just when the Canadian national team plays, but what we wanted to do with our friends Joseph Pasek and legendary head coach Carmen Asacco and their crew is give you the Canadian perspective as well, since it's the first time in 36 years that Canada has been in the World Cup. So figured we would give you their perspective as well. Give it a listen as they are working their way through the group stage as well. Their next match is on the 27th as they take on Croatia. And we all know what John Herdman said about that particular matchup. So we will get to that one in due time. But enjoy the matches on Black Friday, 5, 8, 11, and 2 o'clock in the afternoon Eastern Time. For everybody here at SDH, I'm just John. Play it safe, everybody. Mucha platial. Enjoy the tournament as it continues in the group stage.